Hello, oh, there we are. Cool. The platform doesn't tell you you're live until like 5 seconds into it. So hello, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Thursday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's Thursday.
I think.
We're so excited to be here with you guys to answer some of your questions that you have for us. We've already gotten a few super chats in. Thank you so much. But before we get to your questions, we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to put some announcements out there. So first of all, if you would like to book a private tarot card reading with Stephanie, the link is in the description box for her Calendly. How do you say Calendly? Her Calendly app. So you can go ahead and book your own time, right? In your own. Yeah, and she offers 30 minutes and an hour, right? Correct?
Yes.
And what are your prices for your full and your half hour?
Full hour 70 and a half hour is 35.
And you do require a down payment, right, to hold the spot?
Only half for down payment to hold the spot. You pay the remaining balance 24 hours prior to your session. Please do not pay the full amount right away. Makes it easier on me.
And so if after tonight you feel like you want a more personal reading from Stephanie, then that link will be, again, in the description box. I have been a fan of tarot cards for most of my life. I've always been a little bit of a weird kid. I'm an amateur card reader myself. As you guys probably know, I will probably be pulling some with Stephanie. And I'm here to tell you guys, Stephanie has a real gift. She really does have a true gift. I'm not saying that just because I'm her friend. Actually, because I'm her friend, I'd probably tell her if I thought she wasn't reading accurately. But I've been to many tarot card readers, and Stephanie has an incredible ability to channel. And as I've said before, Stephanie and I have talked about this before, just to make things very clear, channeling itself is not really spirituality. We all, according to the Yoga Sutras, according to a lot of the sacred texts, we all really technically have the ability to channel. Some people are just more attuned to it than others, like Stephanie. True spirituality is getting into your own self and working on your own shadow work. That's true spirituality, and that is what really will open up all of your abilities as a human being. You know, according to the yoga scripture, you should be able to channel just as you walk. So so just want to make that very clear. But Stephanie is incredibly talented, and she is so talented because she does work on herself too. So her channels get clearer the more she works on herself, and so yeah. And the next announcement I want to make is a few episodes back, we offered a few spots for people who wanted to come in and present their hometown, a deep dive into their hometown, and then have questions for Stephanie to look into on a show. This would not be private. This would be on a show for both Esoteric Atlanta, my channel, and for Stephanie's channel, Spiritual Perspectives of Our Great Awakening. And the three people who have won that spot are Kasandre Greene, Bluefirerising, and Angie Tillman. Now, all of those names are down in the description box below. So for Kasandre Greene, Bluefirerising, and Angie Tillman, if you will send me an email at esotericatlanta@gmail.com and put in the subject box town winner so that I see your email, because I get flooded with emails every day, so I actually see it and can respond. We'll go ahead and get that episode scheduled for you. I'm super excited. As you guys know, we've been kind of doing that. And we really want to encourage everybody to look in your own backyard, because Tartaria didn't just happen in certain places. It happened all over the world. And just as there's stuff hidden in New York and Atlanta and all sorts of places, there's also things hidden in small towns like Brooklyn, Connecticut. And so this is...
Who would have thought?
So this is a fun time for us to really, I mean, that's the whole saying, we're all just walking each other home, right? And so it will be up to you as the presenter to present what I would typically present, which is the research. So basically what we would want to know from you is, what do the history books, the narrative, what do they tell us about your town? What do you suspect from your town? And then we'll look into the cards with Stephanie. This would not be a live show. This would be a pre-recorded show. The reason why I would do a pre-recorded show for this is because typically when we do pull on pre-recorded shows, I will go back and edit in more pictures. I will go back and cut out when Stephanie's pulling for a while and it's dead air. I'll just go ahead and cut that out so you guys don't have to watch dead air. So that is why it will be pre-recorded. I also hope that would maybe not make you so nervous if you haven't been in front of the camera for a while. So just go ahead and reach out to me And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. As always, thank you again to everybody sending super chats. We never expected, but we are so grateful for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first super chat, which was from Melody Drinkwater.
Can I just say something first?
Yes.
Okay. So before we get started, there's just a couple of ground rules I got to put out there. And also, too, just a disclaimer. Please do not take this as gospel. This is just me channeling. The cards are just a tool of divination. So please do not make any decisions based off of the reading you do get today. If I do get to your question, the other thing I also want to make clear is I am not comfortable answering any medical questions because that is a liability. And I do apologize as my dog is going crazy right now. I swear she knows. I think she's chasing a fly. So if you hear a little tick, tick, tick in the background, that's her. She has to make herself known. So yes, if you have medical issues and you need to have someone channel for you, the thing is I'm just not comfortable. I was in the medical field. I understand that there is a liability behind that. And then the other thing too is I do not ask the cards questions about somebody else without their permission. So if you're asking a question and it's more gossip rather than a concern about yourself and how it pertains to you, we have to just be very, very cautious about that because that's a negative polarity right there. I would never ask anything that goes against, without getting permission from someone.
Yeah. And let's just reiterate that, guys. You have to have consent, period, end of story. Doesn't matter how, as somebody argued with me once that if the person's been channeling for a long time and doing this for a long time, nope, doesn't matter. That's the law of the universe. If somebody does not give you permission to channel them, then you are breaking a law of the universe. You're in the law of free will, and consent is one of the highest laws. And so we want to be very respectful about that. Think about that. Everybody knows I've had my natal chart stolen. I've had people impersonating me, doing stuff without my consent. It literally almost killed me back in December. You can go back and see those videos. I was literally on death's doorstep. This is not cool. So we want to make sure that we do not, if you put yourself in that position, would you like somebody channeling you without your permission?
And I've had someone channel me without I've had a couple of people channel me without my permission. And it feels very violating.
It's very violating. And I know that there are some tarot card readers in the truther community who are actually infiltrators who famously will answer questions about even famous people. We don't even want to ask about famous people because they're still people, right?
So this is more or less about yourself.
Yeah. So it has to be about you.
How a situation pertains to you.
Yeah. We just want to be very cool about that. And we are on the side of light. So we want to respect boundaries. And we want to always treat others the way that we would want to be treated and respect others in the way that we would want to be respected. And it's not cool to break those boundaries, period. End of story. It's a negative polarity. It's service to self and not service to others. And we want to remain in service to others. Okay. All righty. So are we ready to get started?
We got the hard stuff out of the way. Let's get to the fun part. All right.
Okay. Well, with the first question, I don't know how fun it's going to be. And Melody, first of all, I just want to send my condolences out to you about your son's passing. That's the first and foremost.
I'm so sorry, Melody.
That breaks my heart. And so Melody Drinkwater Wagner, she did send in a $20 super chat, which we will go into the super chats first because that's only fair. We don't expect you guys to send any money at all. That's not what we expect. Trust me, we understand these are hard times. So just we don't expect that, but because people are sending it, we are going to get to those first. So Melody Drinkwater Wagner says, was there foul play in her son's passing? And again, Melody, I do send my condolences to you on your son's passing.
All right. Not seeing anything just yet that would say any foul play. I'm not exactly sure how he passed, but it looks like that it was time for his soul to go home, is what I'm getting. It was just, yeah, so this is one of those things that, actually, you know what? I almost am getting that he had to pass over maybe to guide her.
Yeah, because that kind of explains my spread. I did pull 2 as well, Melody, and it does look like you're kind of holding on. I have the 4 of Pentacles with the Hanged Man to the Empress. The Empress is also a mother card, and of course, like, I'm not a mother, but if my nephew or niece is something happened to them, I don't know if I would recover from that. So I totally understand that. And it looks like you're a little bit confused about it all. I mean, obviously, and it's 5 of Pentacles, which is like temporary but painful.
Yeah.
But then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming up.
This is going to strengthen you so much. And it's not a good situation by all means. But it's going to like pan itself out. And I'm going to show you my cards here, Melody. So this is like wishful thinking kind of a thing. It's not that you're wishing on this, but it's like he had to go. It was his time to go. And as horrible of a situation that it is, I think his soul wanted to go. And I feel like this is actually going to pan itself out, like I said, and you're going to change in the long run because of this. There's a lot that you're going to learn. This is part of your soul evolution. Both you and your son's soul signed up to go through this. And yes, it's going to be like 5 of Pentacles, like what Bryce got. Painful yet temporary situation. But this is a time where you just have to rest first and just kind of sit with it and allow yourself to start the healing process, because this is not going to be easy at all. And I'm so sorry you have to go through that. I'm not seeing foul play, though, to answer the question.
Yeah, and it's I mean, I would just suggest to you in my work off of YouTube as a healer, cry. Do whatever. I mean, I know a lot of trauma therapists, I've said this on shows before, will suggest that people get like a dog bed and like a plastic baseball bat and just whack the shit out of it when you feel angry and you feel like you need to. Because again, I could not. That is a horrific thing to have to go through, Melody, and I'm so sorry. But it does look like, and I think that's something that's hard for us as humans to comprehend sometimes. I'm not trying to make light of the pain, obviously. But our soul contract does not always exist just within this physical body. Sometimes we make agreements to continue to work within this identity, but on the other side of the veil as a spirit before we head into the next realm. And it did look like from Stephanie's card that that's what he's doing. The last card I got for your spread was a Queen of Pentacles, which means that you're eventually going to be regrounded by all of this. And so I do agree with Stephanie that perhaps the bigger picture is it was his time. It was his agreement to leave at this time and then to help you from the other side.
I feel like his soul just was not, like it only had agreed to a certain amount of time, which you can't really avoid when your soul does go. But it's like the soul was just checked out. And it's not, that's not to say like he didn't love you or anything. I'm not trying to say that. It's more or less like just his soul's time to go. And the ego would tell you, or the body is, and I don't want to, I'm not saying that there's ego involved in this, which there's a misconception about what ego is. The ego is fear. The ego is
a lot of emotions are tied up with the ego for sure.
Yeah. So more or less, our bodies are telling us we're sad and everything, but really the soul understands. If that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
And again, sending you love and light, because again, I can't even imagine. I'm a mom and I can't imagine.
All right. So again, we're going to do the super chats first, and then we're going to move on to the other questions. And if we don't get to you guys, we're doing the best we can to get through everything. Thank you again to all of our moderators. I think right now we have Bonnie and Nicole moderating. I think maybe we'll have Natalie on soon. I lost my place. All right, so we're going to come, let's see here. Let's go back up. I'm trying to keep this in order, guys. Sorry. Oh, Sassanat1111, my favorite numbers. And Tarot Destiny, thank you for the super stickers. You guys didn't even send a
question.
Yeah, you didn't even send a question. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So let me go back here. I'm just trying to. All right, so Renee sent a $9.99.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank you, Renee. And she said, I'm getting from a higher power that this is my first time on the earth plane. I'm wondering why now. So should we ask first if this is her first time on the earth plane?
Sure. And it should say why within the spread anyways.
Okay.
With Renee? Is this Renee?
Yes, for Renee. So she's getting that her higher power, that this is her first time on the earth plane. I am wondering why now. Good question, Renee. I know this is not my first time on the Earth plane, and I'm still wondering why now. But again, as I've said many times before, a lot of us were here for the fall of Atlantis. And so we're replaying that right now, except for the outcome is probably going to be different. The probability is different. So because we went through the fall of Atlantis, we didn't necessarily survive it. We had a karmic round trip ticket to be here again for this time because karma has to play itself out. So let me see. This is Renee's first time on the Earth plane.
All right. I'm actually going to douse to see if this is her first time on the Earth plane.
Do you want to explain why you got a different?
So
thank you to JCK, our friend.
JCK, thank you. I learned a lot about pendulum dowsing because of you. So thank you.
She's a girl.
So I have a pendulum here that's made out of wood and metal. And the reason why I'm using a pendulum that's not a crystal is because the crystal.
Oh, it's just not. Oh, that one.
Oh. Girl, I got ADD, okay? I got to keep myself on track over here.
All right, go with the pendulum. I just wanted you to see that before we moved on.
So wooden and metal pendulums, they don't really truly connect with you per se. It's the crystal ones connect. So channeling other people with the pendulum, you always want to use a metal or a wooden or combined pendulum. We learned that. Thank you, JC, if you're watching that.
I did not know that.
All right, so Renee that is asking the 999 super chat. Is this her first time on the Earth plane? Okay, so yes, Renee, I'm getting yes. And the reason being is that you definitely come from some sort of, I think you wanted to experience the earthly family with this 10 of Cups. You definitely come from, probably you're likely to be more of a higher dimensional type of soul, which means you probably have had a lot of lifetimes on like Pleiades or Lyra or Andromedan, all of those different higher different places. And then it looks like, so the 9 of Pentacles nature, I think you
they're trying to reconnect us. Oh, all right. Yeah. So sorry, guys, if that cut out for a minute. It said our internet was a bit unstable. I'm just going to spray a little Florida water.
It's raining Florida water in my water.
Oh, it's going to bless your organs are going to be blessed now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got this great Florida water that you can spray, guys. Find it out there. It's great. It smells good too. So
kind of a cinnamon smell to it. Yeah, I think Renee. So going to your question, you really truly wanted the earthly experience. You wanted to experience the human experience, but I also feel like too that there was a part of you as well that I don't know if you're a mother or not at this point, but I get the moon card. Moon card talks about fertility a lot. It's not just like secrets and hidden things, but I also feel like you wanted to experience that. You might have been dealing with some fatherly issues in this realm. So, or
card too for you.
Or some issues with men. That could be like dealing, I'm getting father stuff going on. So I'm just getting a bunch of different experiences that you wanted, honestly, is what I'm getting here. But you did come to make a big change in humanity. So you do have a part to play in the Great Awakening. And go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're a highly spiritually evolved person. You have a high sense of intuition. And I think before you came here, you kind of felt like you got a raw deal. Because we know in our higher selves and in the other realms, we understand that each experience is like a school. It's where we're here to learn. We have the macro and we have the micro. I've talked about this a lot. The micro, in a lot of ways, is way more important than the macro. And so you decided to come to Earth. And I have the Emperor card too. And that might be some of the, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. They say sneezing, when you sneeze, that's a lot of truth. So if I sneeze, then you're welcome. See, I got to kind of the same thing as Stephanie. So your higher self, you seem to be in tune with your higher self, which makes sense if you are a higher density being who just hasn't been on Earth.
The big picture is you definitely wanted the human experience, and you wanted to take your abilities from your past lives, bring them into the earthly realm, and to help and shape and shift humanity going forward. But again, you did want the regular human experience, especially to do with family.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could be that Earth family is very different from Galactic. We kind of know that the Galactic family. All right. Our friend Greg Cook. Hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
All right. Bryce and Steph. He sent a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Bryce and Steph, in your South Cemetery video, you show the door into the earth with 1892 carved on top. The one looks different. I think it was added later. Is the real date an 892? Do you know which one he's talking about? You remember the door that led with there? So there was, if you haven't seen the South Cemetery episode, guys, just a little bonus. We walked down to a cemetery, which that might come into play more.
Oh, the one over here?
Yeah. And so there was this door into this hill that looked like it was supposed to be a mausoleum, but there was no way to get in. But I see what you're saying, Greg, because we know that we've been told there's a theory that they've gone and added the 1 to all these dates, correct? And so that's to put us off. That's to add this extra 1,000 years to our timeline. So can we ask, did the door originally say 892 instead of 1892? So that would mean that we're just now in the year 1022 instead of 2022.
Yeah. The biggest reason is I'm getting the 2 of Pentacles. And
they wanted to rebirth.
They changed something with this card because this is a major arcana. This is a death rebirth card. And then I get an Ace of Cups.
There we go. I don't even need to draw. Yeah. That door was super, super weird. I'd love for you guys to put, if you've seen that video, what you think is behind that door. We have our own theories. Please, please, please watch the words you type, guys, because we are being monitored. So use coding if you can. But yes, that door had no way of getting inside. There was no unlock. There was nothing. It was like bolted from the inside. So that was very strange.
Maybe we should dig.
Dig more?
I'm joking.
Oh, dig? Oh, I actually go physically dig. All right, let's see here. Let me find the rest of the super chats and we'll get back to the other questions. Let's see here. I do have it on slow mode, guys, because we're old. It makes it easier to look through this stuff. So I apologize if, oh, you guys, thank you so much. People are sending super chats without a question. Thank you so much, guys. That is
thank you very, very much.
Freaking sweet. And I'm trying to see if I miss a super chat. Will one of the mods text us if I do miss a super chat? So Gloria sent a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Gloria.
Thank you, Gloria.
She said, will I be moving close to my daughter soon?
All right. Is Gloria going to move close to her daughter soon?
And once again, you guys, like, I'm still overwhelmed that I even have people watching this channel. And the fact you guys send super chats is, like, mind-blowing to me. Thank you so much. It's really, really humbling. Thank you so much.
I'm shocked I have an audience still, so thank you. Never mind being able to come on your platform and be able to do this.
Of course. It's all our platforms, guys. I keep saying that. This is just a community. We're not a cult. There's no leader. We're just a community of people trying to walk each other home. That's all we're doing.
Gloria, good news for you. Absolutely. I think right now you're just tying up some loose ends in terms of karmic cycles. So that could simply just be a job. That could be a relationship. That could be, I don't know, whatever you're doing, where you're at. You definitely have been really thinking about this a lot. So I think that just sends the signal up to the universe, like, hey, can we do something about this? And I feel like you are this is actually going to bring you closer to your daughter in terms of your relationship with your daughter. And then we do have the Fool card. The Fool card is telling me that is the card that says yes, because that's going on a brand new journey. So that's telling me you're not staying where you are right now. And this is going to bring you a lot of rest within your soul, I think. I think that maybe being away from your daughter, it makes you maybe worry about her. It probably gives you maybe a little bit of anxiety being away from her because, I wouldn't want to be away from my son, if he were older and he lived, let's say, across the country or whatnot. But we also have the victory card here. So that's also telling me that it's a yes to your question. So
yay.
I would love to hear from you if you do end up moving. So, good luck
with fun. I like moving.
I hate moving.
Well, I mean, the process of moving sucks, but
process of moving is like,
you go through the same emotions apparently as a death. But I like a change of scene. I've lived everywhere.
Yeah.
Constantly.
I don't like the packing. I don't like the unpacking. But if it's going to be in a place where it's going to make me happier, absolutely.
And I don't want to stay in Atlanta. I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want to stay in Atlanta. So I get that. All right. So Stephen, thank you. 10 pounds. Thank you so much, Stephen. Greetings to you both. I am really struggling with this mundane human existence. Is my plan to move abroad a good idea, or will it make no difference? Many thanks. Well, I will say, Stephen, that wherever you go, there you are. That's one of the hardest spiritual lessons to learn, is that sometimes our boredom isn't just where we are. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's our boredom can be asking us to work on something about ourselves. But let's see what the card has to say. The cards. Ooh, it's a good idea, Stephen. Are you in a relationship, Stephen? Are you moving for a girl or a boy? Or
there's something going on here. Yeah. Okay. So this is you, Stephen. Right now, you are the 5 of Pentacles. You are what we call the temporary, painful situation, but just know it is temporary. It's not going to last, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. That's going to say that if you were to move abroad, then it's going to start to change how you feel and what you're going through. I do think that this is also saying, though, just do not be impulsive, though. Don't just get up and move. Be very, very methodical in how you tackle this new venture, and just make sure that you're just making wise decisions based off of where you're going to move. But I do feel like, first of all, I do get a yes to the question that it is a good idea. Ace of Cups,
the best yes
now,
there can be.
This is, I don't know, Steve, if you're single or not. If you're in a relationship, it might resonate where this actually might strengthen your relationship. I do get the sense that you might either be in a bad relationship right now, because we do have that Devil card. So I'm not sure if that is what that's pertaining to. But it does look like that you might find true love going abroad in addition to everything. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's a great, to get the Lovers and the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups.
That's big right there.
Stephen, your love life is about to get real hot. Yes, I'm going to go back. I thank you. Bonnie just sent us that we missed Dee Dee, so I'm going to go.
We apologize, Dee Dee. We're trying.
Let's see here. I'm going to go and see what I can. Oh, here we go. Dee Dee, awesome. $10. Thank you to Bonnie for, yes, please, moderators. If we missed something because the chat's moving, please text us. So Dee Dee sent us $10. Thank you so much,
Dee
Dee Dee. Hi, Bryce and Steph. I am in Ohio now, and I'm ready to move to a more energetic match. Any idea where?
That's a
pendulum
board.
Because the cards don't have. Maybe we should make cards that have different states on them or something. Because you can order blank cards. But
yeah, that's a good idea. All right. So, Dee Dee, before I go further, I really, really would like you, whatever I get on the board, just please make sure that, maybe you also just use your intuition on this, because pendulum board can be iffy. So I'm very cautious about what I do with the board. So anyways, I'm going to
turn the camera so you guys can see.
All right. So Dee Dee, Source Creator, Dee Dee in the chat, who had just sent us super chat, where should she move in the United States?
And we did clean the board and clean the cards before we got started tonight, guys. Just so y'all know, we did do a cleansing of everything.
That's Hawaii. Hawaii. So if you like palm trees and surfing the waves and pina coladas and
getting caught in the rain, if you like making love at midnight.
That's what the board is saying. I would love to move to Hawaii. I never been there, but I hear it's gorgeous. So
it's very different from Ohio, Dee Dee. So
yeah. So let us know what you think.
Keep us posted. All right. Okay.
Why don't we use the cards and actually see if we can confirm that the board was correct?
Should Dee be moving
to Hawaii?
To Hawaii. It's a moving card.
Okay, so I'm getting it won't happen right away, but it does look like that. Let's see. Oh, she's gonna find somebody too.
Dee Dee, is there a boy in Hawaii, Dee Dee? Is there a boy in Hawaii?
So if there's any worry revolving around, I'm getting you might be a little anxious because this might be a very large move. If you're looking at her, though, she's actually traveling this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands can be burden, but this particular card with the 10 of Wands, I'm looking more or less at the picture because she is moving. She is traveling in that. It looks like if you don't have the financial means at this moment in time, it does look like you will end up with that because that is receiving money, but it won't happen right away. So just keep that in mind that this is something that you might be blocked from for a little bit, but eventually in the near future, you can start making those plans.
Yeah, I kind of got the same thing, but I got a little extra something for you in here, Dee Dee. So I got first pull the Tower card, and I think that matches more with, as I listened to Steph read with her Hangman card, something is going to happen.
Dee Dee's niece lives there.
No, shut the front door.
I just got the text message. I just got a text message from Lindsay, who is in the chat now. So that's so amazing.
Good job, Steph. I told you she's good. She's good.
It's not me. It's our creator. Okay, yeah. I'm not taking
Stephanie
credit.
is doing this in a very positive reason. She doesn't want to hurt anybody. She really wants to help people. So that's why.
Yeah, I don't want to ever hurt anybody. I would cry.
Yeah, me too. So so I got the Tower first, and people sometimes get freaked out by the Tower. The Tower actually doesn't freak me out. Whenever I get the Tower, I'm like, this
I love
is interesting.
The Tower card.
Yeah, I do too. I'm like, ooh, interesting. Things are about to get. So something's going to happen, Dee Dee. That might be like the Hanged Man. Something kind of sticks but holds, but something happens. I got the 6 of Pentacles as well. So
the Tower card could also be like shit hits the fan, and then she's able
like
to
after
move.
the flip. Yeah,
after the flip.
Yeah, you're going to be walking away from Ohio. You can say goodbye to Ohio. But there's some stuff you don't know yet.
And they asked her to come over 2 nights ago. I have the tingles going on. That's incredible. Yeah, we have our moderators texting us.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Yeah, no
awesome.
kidding.
But there's stuff you don't know yet. And it probably does have to do with what you were saying about the flip, because there's a lot of stuff
There's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah, and we just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So that's probably what that means. But girl, and then I got the 8 of Wands, and then I got the Lover's card. Look at that Lover's card. Look at that.
Ooh la la, Dee Dee.
But that is like some passionate lovemaking on that card.
Don't embarrass her.
But girl, you get you a Hawaiian, and you go have some fun, okay?
Oh my goodness.
I'm jealous. All right.
Good luck with that, Dee Dee. I'm so happy for you.
Dee, listen, just a little word of advice. Don't do it on the beach. Sand gets in places.
Okay, she's probably like, I'm checked out now, I'm going.
It's not fun, okay? Same with practicing yoga on the beach. Sand gets in places. It's not fun. You get exfoliated in places you didn't want to get exfoliated. All right, so let's thank you again to our moderators. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth, for just sending that. That's awesome. You guys, Kathleen, thank you so much. If I missed something again, why is my thing frozen? Let's see. Let me go back. It jumps sometimes. Y'all, thank you
guys so
just
much.
Sending these. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody again. So I'm going to go ahead and take. Thank you, Kelly, for this. The super sticker. You're awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kid Bug 4732 moderators. If I miss someone, let me know, because the chat is jumping. So Kid Bug 4732 says, who or what significant positive energy came to me in my sleep a few nights ago? What was the purpose? Thank you. Well, that sounds lovely to have a good thing come to you at night.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, right now?
Usually I get scary shit happening at night, so.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's something wild happened last night, which we'll talk about later on in another video.
Let's see. Ooh. I think you did a little something in your sleep. No, I'm just joking. There's a lot of love stuff going on.
There
in these readings.
is.
I mean, come on now.
Happy for all of you guys because love is in the air.
Well, I mean, you could have very well. I don't. I could be wrong on this. Let me just double check. All right. Well, your higher self might have been on a totally different other planet. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is, by the way, like a Venus card. It's a seventh planet.
Venus is love.
And yes, so in your sleep, it looks like you astro traveled somewhere. You traveled somewhere, and you met with somebody definitely that is of a higher vibration, somebody for your highest good. It actually could very well be somebody you're going to meet in the future, because this is like in the near future, and it could be a future lover. This could also be a future friend, okay? So you don't if you're married and happily married, just don't take that the wrong way. But this is somebody it looks like you might come in contact with in the physical realm in the near future. And let's see. I want to clear. Go ahead. I'm going to clarify.
So I kind of got the same thing. It looks like you're a little bit, mentally confused about it all.
Well, that's like inner conflict.
Inner conflict, and you're worried for nothing. And then I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, which is a pretty abundant card. So you're kind of telling you you're kind of worried for nothing. And then I got the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful card. The Two of Cups is beautiful. But then I got the Seven of Cups, so confusion with the Ten of Cups.
Seven of Cups could be Venus too, though.
Yeah, it could be Venus too. And also, it could also be doing the dirty. We've kind of like gotten that in some readings before.
Guys, if you haven't already noticed.
It's emotions.
This is what goes in her mind.
Well, there have been some readings we've read. We're like, what is the Seven Cups doing here? And you're like, oh shit.
It's getting a little wild.
In this reading. So that's kind of the first thing. Oh, look, I just pulled the Ace of Wands when I said that.
There you go. So, anyways. So yeah, it looks like it's somebody that you are probably going to come in contact with in the future. If you're single, that could be somebody special. If you're not single and you're with a karmic, same situation. Or it could just very well be a new friend, maybe a soul family friend, like soul family coming toward you. You know what I mean? So,
and a lot of people right now, we get this a lot. A lot of people's relationships, their intimate relationships right now are crumbling. That's because a lot of people we've been with have been either karmics or high-level soulmates. And as we go into this new timeline, we're coming into either a twin flame union or a higher soul intimate relationship, because there is energy with sex. And so we want to make sure in the new timeline that is a positive. We joke about it because it is kind of funny, guys. It really is about the hokey pokey. They told us that in kindergarten. It really is just about the hokey pokey. So if for anybody that's feeling a little like wobbly because their relationship seems to be crumbling, it's happening to a lot of people. And it's nothing wrong. It just doesn't mean that person is bad or well, if it's a karmic maybe, but like if it just means it's time to part ways because there's a higher person coming for you. So I just wanted to clarify that. But you do you, boo. Like whatever feels good for you is you do you. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, let's freak flag.
I'm so immature.
You do you. That's like twin flames. You do you. Because twin flames are really fucking themselves. So they share a soul. All right. Beverly, will I continue my business where I am or move to another state? Thank you so much, Beverly, for the super chat. We really appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Beverly.
We know money is tight. We know we've got some issues right now going on all over the world with our money system. So thank you so much. We super appreciate you guys. You have no idea how much we're always shocked when we get off these lives. It's just humbling. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. All right. So actually, Beverly, I think a new offer is coming in for you because I had the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a new offering. Something new to come toward you. I do feel like you started. Oh, you got the Knight of Pentacles too.
I actually flew out. And
all right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. All right, we got to answer that one after Nicole just texted us. Okay. Oh, texted me. So it looks like you had started off, Beverly, with this particular job that you're in, very emotionally balanced. It was fulfilling. But then over time, it became quite a disappointment. This is disappointments, and I'll just show you my first card here. So that was you more emotionally stable in this. It brought you fulfillment. And then again, it shifted into this Four of Cups energy, which is disappointment. Because it's like you're a leader and you're not going to get stepped on and you are not going to take crap from people. I'm not sure if you're in business for yourself or you're in business for others, but this is like you are a leader. So you have to be doing something likely that is going to be like you run your own show. Okay. But you're going to be taking with you everything that you've learned from what you're doing now and bring it somewhere else. You might have some minor setbacks, but just don't get discouraged because this is just all part of the playing with that Judgment card. But the last card coming in was that Knight of Pentacles, so new offer.
Yeah. And Toronto's in the house too, so she sent me some as well. So shout out to Toronto. And Toronto, I just saw your comment. Dee Dee, if you need a cleaning lady, I'm ready. Same girl. Same. I will scrub a toilet in Hawaii.
Yeah,
I will scrub a toilet in Hawaii, Dee Dee.
So it looks like we missed Lisa.
All right. Well, why I go back and find Lisa? Toronto sent me the screen cap. So Kristen Stevens, thank you so much for the $10.99 super chat. She just wants, can you do a general spread and see what the universe wants to tell me? I'm going to go back and look for Lisa while we're.
I have her question here.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. And guys, so for the moderators, also, if y'all could screen crap, if we miss them, if you could screen crap, if you can screen, take a screenshot, cap, and send it to one of us. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. We just finished filming our Monday mystery for you guys. It's actually processing right now. So if you hear a little noise go off, that's it processing.
And it's about my area. All right, so Kristen Stevens. All righty, you ready for this one? So you are, so what I did is a Kachina knife spread. And the way this works is I have two side cards and a past, present, future. So it looks like you're going through some temporary setbacks right now, it might be a painful yet temporary situation you're going through, but that will come to an end. You're actually heading into new beginnings, okay? In your past, it might feel like you've been very, very stuck. This energy that, you feel like you can't get anywhere. You can't get ahead in life. And right now, it's like you're cocooning. You're really working on yourself. The hermit goes up on the mountain to work on himself or herself and meditate, right? And really do that spiritual work. So maybe you're starting to come into really deep diving into who you are and what you want to be. And you're starting to do a lot of that work. So it's kind of like you're the cocoon butterfly about to blossom your wings and fly. You do have, this is the Page of Cups. I'm not sure what your love situation is, but this is a love offering coming through for you in the future. So this is communication. And so you do have new beginnings coming forward, and it is going to be more of a fulfilling experience in your humanly life going forward. So wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for your donation.
And before we get to Sovereign Reign, I'm just going to stop on Daphne here. She kind of asked for the same thing. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Daphne. Thank you so much. So I thought since we're already on general readings, let's just go ahead and answer her question.
And then we'll go to
the next one. The ones
Lisa.
Yeah, and we have one here too from Sovereign Reign. So yes, guys, thank you so much to our moderators. Again, Daphne, she wants to know, can you give me a general reading, please?
All right, Daphne. What does universe want to tell Daphne today?
And once again, shout out to all of our moderators. I think we have 4 of them in the chat room right now. And thank you so much. Actually, 5. I think Lindsay's in there too, right? Mm-hmm. So all 5 of them. It takes 5 people to help us stay on top of things.
Can you imagine if we had to do this by ourselves?
Oh, if we had to, y'all, we'd be screwed if it was just me. So thank you so much to our moderators. You ladies are awesome.
What is up with this? There's
Daphne, you
so
looking for love, girl?
Love coming through. I love it. Can you feel the love tonight? Sorry, I had to bust down song.
Favorite movie, Strictly Ballroom. Love is in the air. You guys, if you want to watch a great romantic movie, it's Strictly Ballroom.
Okay, you're gonna have to show me that because I've never watched it.
It's my favorite.
All right,
it's my favorite.
So Daphne, all right, you are. I did the exact same spread on you, Daphne. So right now, the general energy around you is you are kind of left right now with some choices you have to make. But just know whatever choice you make, it is something that is going to bring something into your life. Something's going to come to fruition. So maybe you're wishing that something is happening. And so it's something that you've been wanting to happen. It will come to fruition. It does look like, I'm not sure if, what I'm getting here is I have the 6 of Cups with the 7 of Swords. I feel like you've kind of been ripped away from your family. It's like you might have had like a better family support system in your past, but that's kind of been like severed. And actually, that might be mending going forward. But I do have a love offering for you. That could be your family. That could actually be a man. That could be whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat, whatever resonates with you. But I mean, look at that.
Look at those roses. I just love me some roses.
So yeah, it does look like you're in an energy right now where you kind of feel like you've been stolen from. Like, things have been removed out of your life, kind of feeling lost energy. And just know that going forward, the choices that you make are going to be for your best interest and for your highest good.
So I just pulled 3 cards, Daphne, while she was pulling, and I got you're coming out of troubled waters. Whatever trouble you've been in, friction you've been in, it's going to make you spiritually stronger. With the Hierophant there, you're going to become like a spiritual leader with that, and there's going to be cause for celebration. So whatever has been going on that's been uncomfortable and been causing friction, it's all good. Things are looking up. So,
all right. So I have to answer this one next. Lisa asked if her career will take off. So let me ask. Is Lisa? Oh, it's Lisa Neely. So I actually know who Lisa is.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
And thank you. I'm assuming you sent a super chat, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And again, thank you, moderators, for sending us the stuff we're missing.
What's happening with Lisa's career? Okay, Lisa. So guess what, my dear? Your job, it looks like, it brought you a lot of abundance and prosperity in the past. But it's really been dragging you down with that 7 of Cups energy. That's like chaos, confusion. That this is something that's really dragging you down. And also, too, what I feel like is, just like I did a reading on, I forgot who it was earlier, it's like you're kind of the person that needs to take the reins on your own business and what you're doing. I just feel like it's like this is holding you back from your full potential, and you have such potential to do amazing work. But yeah, you're being blocked from something, and this is just causing a lot of heartache. But the good news is you are coming out of troubled waters with this card. So that means that where you are now, you're going to go to something better going forward. That's going to be bringing you more fulfillment and happiness in life.
Awesome. Now, I'm going to say, before we get to the next question, guys, Natalie just had a really good idea. I was thinking this as well. I'm going to request that you guys pause for a moment on the super chats, because we don't want to get so many super chats that we miss people. We want to make sure, especially those that are sending money, that we get to your questions. So please pause on the super chats for now. Once we get through all of these questions, and if we still have time to continue filming, we'll tell you to ask more questions. But for right now, just hold on for 1 second, guys. And if we do have to end the live and we haven't answered your question and you send a super chat, email us your question and we can maybe email you back or something.
Do too? We can look back. I can write the questions down, and then I'll just make a show out of it.
Perfect. So for right now, though, pause on the super chats, and then we can look through other people's questions as well. So just hold on. We do not want to miss anybody, guys. We really don't, especially if you're sending us money. We don't want to miss you. So, all right. So Tarot Destiny had sent us a super sticker, and I missed that she had put a question above. And so Tarot Destiny, she said, where do you see my tarot practice skills going in the future? I'm a healer and hope to heal others through tarot. Thank you. And thank you so much to, let's see, Bonnie, you sent this to us. Thank you. I missed that.
Yeah,
so thank you so much, Bonnie. So Tarot Destiny, let's see what's going on with her tarot skills. And actually, I don't know if I should, about you potentially doing a course in the future, helping people.
I am doing a course in the future. I've already made up my mind. I just have to kind of go through the, I might actually start doing that going forward, just straightforward instead of personal. I might reel in the personal readings because it is getting quite hectic. But I am doing a course in the future. And so it's going to be for those who are very, very serious. That want to learn, and it's going to require a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
So just, and I'm actually going to, because I off of YouTube, I teach a lot of courses myself in my modality. So it's kind of my thing. So I'm going to help her while I'm here, like figure out how to set up her courses and stuff. And so just to put that out there for you guys, if you want to learn how to like read tarot or want to get more invested in the way she's going to set it up, it is going to be very serious. A very serious business. So, our very
Tarot Destiny. If you can email me at my tarot email, which is oh my god, I'm forgetting my Mystic Blue Rose Tarot 17 at gmail.com. I want to email her something, so reach out to me, please. I'll tell you after. I don't want to put it on the live.
All right. Ooh. Tarot Destiny, Stephanie does that to me all the time. She says when we pulled stuff on live, she goes, I'll tell you after. It's pretty big. So, yeah, email her, Tarot Destiny. Yeah, we want to be respectful of the stuff we say if there's something in the cards that.
So, Tarot Destiny, you are going to go into a tarot business, yes. Just know that this is actually going to be the first part of your journey, though, in channeling, because you're not going to just stay there. It's kind of, okay, it's going to be kind of like me. I'm not pulling cards for the rest of my life. This is just I'm working the muscle in my, I guess my pineal, whatever. You have to work at channeling, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just a tool. So after a while, you can actually channel without tools. So it's not going to be a permanent thing going forward, but you are going to use this modality for a time period. That could be 10 years. That could be 10 months. You know, it's just whatever is in your soul contract. But it does.
Sorry, that was my video. That was Monday Mystery Processing, guys. So
where did we go?
We're right here.
Okay, there we are. Okay, so you are it looks like you're actually going to collaborate with other tarot readers at some point. And the Empress card is telling me this is actually going to bring you into maybe rebirthing some abilities that you have, maybe from past lives, or just rebirthing, yourself as a person in general, and starting to really tap into your gifts. I do feel like you are very, very gifted at channeling, so that's really, really exciting. So this is also saying, though, too, that you just are going to have to learn, though, when you're doing this modality, to take good care of yourself, because this is a card of resting. So that's actually something I'm going to be teaching in my course. It's not just teaching the cards. I'm going to also be teaching true spirituality as well. So, but yes, keep working at it. I think this is going to go forward, and we do have the Ace of Cups. So that's a yes to your question. But I do want to ask you something off camera. So please go ahead and email me, okay?
All right. Now, one we missed that before I go down and scroll was Sovereign Rain. Thank you for the $7.99. He said, will I gain back 50-50 custody of my son before Christmas 2022?
What's his name?
Sovereign Rain. And I'm so sorry you're going through that. That is
I've
rough.
been through custody. Oh my God, what a nightmare shit show, and it's awful. But I will say, whatever is meant to happen is going to happen.
I'm really glad that I am not a parent during this time. I'm only a parent to my 4-legged little boy, Robbie, who is very happy.
Who is just like my dog. Literally. We're almost starting to wonder if our dogs, if that's even a thing, a twin flame dog, we don't know. So
I call Robbie Bubba. That's like his nickname. I call him Bubba, and now I'm calling Abby Bubette. Robbie's the Bubba and Abby's the Bubette.
They're literally like the same exact dog. It's really
I wish
weird.
they weren't fixed, because then they could have
they would have really, really cute babies. Okay, so Sovereign.
We could have grand dogs.
Oh
We can be co-grandparents.
And we can be related by
our
by
granddogs.
puppies. We're such nerds. I love it. Oh, what would I do without you? Okay, so Sovereign Reign. It looks like, yeah, you are going through a lot of struggle. I'm definitely getting that in this energy right here. This has been an absolute burden for you. It's a big change on your end. But going forward in the near future, because that card is about the near future, you will have some setbacks. Now, these setbacks are actually what your soul agreed to learn something specific. So it's not that you're a bad parent. It's just some sort of soul lesson that you have to go through. And before you incarnated, you actually agreed for this to happen. So it starts shifting the perspective into that. But it does look like this is going to go through and justice will be served. So it does look like you are going to get that 50-50 custody. And this is victory right here. She's celebrating. She's dancing a happy dance. So you should be dancing that happy dance.
Yeah, I mean, new beginnings coming in with a full card. 6 of Cups is reuniting, and Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. So yeah, it's just hold on, buddy. I mean, you got the 4 of Pentacles here too. I didn't really need it, but hold on, it's coming. It's coming. All right, so we have here.
Hold on, I had one more come in.
Okay. Hey guys, again, if you're just signing on, hold on the super chats for just a moment so we can catch up with some of these questions with the super chats. Once again, if it gets to the point where we have to get off and we haven't answered all the super
did you almost say super twats?
Super twats. Liz, I think I saw you in the chat, Liz. Maybe we could make a super twat t-shirt.
Let's do that. That's so funny.
Make the world a better place. Super twats to the rescue. If you guys haven't checked out Liz's t-shirt shops, we're gonna do a catch-up video with her soon. But y'all know I love me some Liz t-shirts. So I will, after this, I will go back and put a link to her shop in the description box below and to her channel.
She's gonna have all these spiritual t-shirts and then
super twats to the rescue.
Oh my God, we're so crazy.
All right. This is the world we're walking into.
So, Nicole had texted me and she said, I'm going to say this name. How would you pronounce that?
Sidem? C-I-D-E-M. Sidem?
Why are my dreams not being remembered? Why am I not remembering my dreams? Okay.
I think a few people are having that problem right now.
I'm having that problem.
So once again, guys, as I was saying while she's drawing, pause on the super chats for a moment. Thank you so much. But we want to make sure we get to everybody who sends us money for sure. Like that's the least we can do for you guys. And so we want to make sure we're not getting so many that we can't answer them all. If by chance we do miss some questions that were super chatted to us, we will write them down and Stephanie will do a separate video, a pre-recorded video later to answer all of those questions. But let's just pause for now so that our moderators don't get overwhelmed and we make sure we get to everybody. Hopefully.
Okay, so there's a few different things going on here. So it does look like you kind of are in this energy of being stuck somehow. So this could be very well that you might be getting some sort of healing in your sleep because we often do get healed in our sleep from, off-worlder friends and such. But you definitely are doing something in your sleep as well that is consisting of maybe like battling. So this is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is all about taking action. So you are doing something in your sleep where you could be battling. You could be in another realm helping others, fighting something, some sort of battle. But what I'm getting here is I think if you were to understand and remember these dreams, it might be a little bit on the traumatizing side. That is something I have read before with people. And it does look like you're also having your intuition start to develop more. Especially, I had the Queen of Wands in the Moon card. So something, I feel like you are getting upgraded, you're getting healed, but you're also there's a lot of action happening in your sleep. And this is it's not necessary for you to remember right now. You might get a dream here and there that you remember, but it's just not necessary.
So I just pulled to see if I should share this story, and I got an absolute yes, I should share the story. So a couple of days ago, I'm not a napper, and a couple of days ago, Stephanie was in here, I think, recording with a quiet.
Yeah, I was doing a reading.
And so I went to the other room. I had to edit a video. So I had my headphones in and I sat down on the sofa with my laptop on my lap to start editing. I'm not a napper, guys. I don't nap. I'm very Vata. I do not nap. And I was sitting on the sofa editing, and it literally was like somebody walked up to me and put their thumb on my third eye here and pushed me back on the sofa, and I was out. And all of a sudden, I was in this place where I was doing battle, and I had all these children around me, and I didn't recognize any of them. This one baby, this Asian baby, I reached down and pulled this Asian baby up, and I ran with this baby into what appeared to be a bedroom. I shut the door, slammed it, used my hand, and all of a sudden the door became a wall. It was gone. And the next moment I was in a pool, and I was in a pool with one other person, a person I do know in life. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but a person I do know in life, and he was healing me. It was just me and him in this pool, and it was twilight outside, and no words were spoken. He was just healing me. And then all of a sudden I came right back to, like literally sat up, almost like sat up on the sofa, and I came in. How long did it take me to come back into my body?
About 3 days.
About 3 days. And I was so affected by the healing that happened in the pool that I actually put something on Twitter, like, thank you. I know who it was. He has done one. This is Babette. This is Babette. He did heal my right knee and hip back in early December, when I had something going on. And so, And so he did it again. I think I astro traveled. So some of us are astro traveling, and I have had times where I don't remember my dreams. Oh, I just got a tongue and mouth. You're going to make all the boys jealous, Abby.
Are you trying to say hi? Do you want to pull cards too? Mwah. This is my baby. I love her so much.
So,
can you let me do my show now? That's a no. Okay, you need to get down, girly girl. You need to get down.
So, and sometimes when I don't remember dreams, I just assume it's because I'm being worked on and healed, and it is not necessary to remember everything. Hey, Abby, you just knocked my boob. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm gonna have Tyler take her out.
Okay, all right. So we have LaDonna Dodd. She said, "Can you tell me if I'm on the?" Thank you so much, LaDonna Dodd, for the $19.99 super chat. Can you tell me if I'm on the right path? I am the only one in my family who believes how I believe. Girl, you're not the only one.
Same.
Girl, I can commiserate with you on that. So can LaDonna. We know that feeling, my friend. We know that feeling. And once again, guys, let's pause on the super chats just for a moment, just so we can catch up and make sure we get everybody's questions answered. We only have so much time, and so we want to make sure we get to everybody's question.
Hey, go outside. Hold on, guys. Come on, Abs. Come on. Go outside. Go outside. Sorry about that pause. All right. Is LaDonna on the right path?
LaDonna, is she on the right path? She's the only one in her family who believes how she believes. Well, you're with like-minded people here, LaDonna. So, sorry, I might look weird. My leg's very wet right now because I just got puppy smooches all over my leg.
Yeah, LaDonna, you are definitely on the right path. It might not seem like it with the 7 of Cups energy. It might feel like, oh my God, like the rug has been ripped out from underneath you, but you are headed in the right direction with a Star card. This is actually rebirthing you into who you actually are and who you're going to be going forward. So just stand in your power. And it might be time to let go of anything that no longer serves you, that is an energy that is just dragging you down. And that includes family too. So for instance, like I've had to literally stop talking to my entire family because honestly, if I didn't, it was going to continue to drag me down and I wouldn't be where I am right now. But yeah, justice. The justice card is saying everything is going to pan out and you are absolutely on the right track.
And LaDonna, I just split the deck and I kid you not.
Yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes. Absolutely.
All right, let's stay with these three, and then we'll go to the ones we've missed. So August Leitz, am I saying your last name right, wants a general reading, please. Thank you, August, for the $9.99 super chat.
What's your question?
Can you get a general reading?
Oh, general reading.
For August. Oops. I love when the
General
cards.
reading for August and August.
Hey, look at that. My niece, her name is May, M-A-E, and she was born in the month of May, but she's not named after the month of May. She's actually named after my grandmother, whose name was Maxine. We're calling her May.
Alrighty. All right, so August, it looks like in your general reading here, you might be going through some temporary disappointments at the moment, but just understand that those disappointments are actually going to bring blessings in the end. Things that you've been hoping and wishing for will come to fulfillment. It does look like that things have been very burdensome for you, and so the source creator is acknowledging that you've been through a lot. And I feel like it looks like you've had a rough ride going, until probably when we go into the near future here. The Seven of Swords is telling me that you've gone through probably a lot of betrayal, is what I'm hearing, betrayal. So that could be maybe friends. You've lost a lot of friends, or maybe you've been with somebody that really, really, truly hurt you, did something behind your back that was against you. So, I mean, it looks like you've had a really rough ride here. But it looks like also, too, there's always something within you. There's always a little bit of sparkle light that keeps you going with that Nine of Cups. But you do have new beginnings coming through, and this is a love offering. And you actually might be moving soon, or moving in the future at some point, or just moving forward. Like you're going to move forward and you're going to go into a better future here. Yeah, you're going on a brand new journey in life. And
so I saw the first few cards that she pulled out, and I was like, "Oh, he's had some rough rides." So I just said, "What universe? What do you want August to know?"
Something you wish for.
Something you wish for. High Priestess. So there's maybe some secrets, some stuff under the surface.
Betrayal is what I was getting
with the High Priestess.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have a death and a rebirth.
So this is it's shaping and forming you so that you grow. Like this is just an experience. You're having a human experience. So whatever you're experiencing right now is going to grow this is part of the soul evolution. It's going to grow you as a person and make you even a stronger and more appreciative and loving person going forward. And I really think that things are going to start to work out in your favor going forward if you continue to push forward.
In August, I just want to say I've gone through extreme betrayal myself.
Same.
She knows all about her. I went through extreme betrayal back in December, and it almost killed me. Literally almost killed me. The act of the betrayal put my life in danger. And I've had to go through a lot of my own growth because of that, and learning how to forgive again, and learning how to release. And it's still a struggle, but it does shape you, doesn't it?
Yeah, you learn more about yourself when you go through this stuff, and you learn that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. So, but excuse me, it does look like things are going to start to ease up a little bit for you.
Yeah, it shows you how strong you actually are.
What's the next one?
So, all right. A cop PDD. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the Oh, I just lost it. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Where'd you go? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me go back and find that. All right. While I'm looking for that one, let's go ahead and get Amanda here for $10. Thank you so much. She says, I'm afraid I want us to defy D and go to 40. Please help. Okay. Let me clarify this, Amanda, before she clicks. So the 5D is your dimension. So that's your consciousness. The 4D is density. So 4D is the physical world. We're all going into fourth density, all of us. That's our physical body. We can't skip it. We have to go. You can't just go from third density to fifth density. You have to go in order. But the dimension is your consciousness. So you will be in a fourth density body with a fifth dimensional consciousness, Amanda. So I hope that makes sense. I know that's confusing, but remember, Purusha and Prakriti are two different things. They're existing as one, but they're two different things. So density is your soul. It's your consciousness. Your body is, dimension is your soul, and consciousness, body is your density. But
we found
Okay, cool, awesome. But let's go ahead and ask her if she's afraid she want to send. Is there anything you can help her? I hope that answered your question, Amanda. There's no, it's not No one's going to go from third density to fifth density. That's not going to happen. That's not how it works in nature. So we'll all be in fourth density bodies with fifth dimensional thinking.
So what I'm asking is, what do you need help with in your ascension? All right. Okay, Amanda, so definitely shadow work is what I'm seeing here. I think you possibly might have a blockage in this particular area, especially if you've gone through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of issues with maybe, which probably is also lower chakra blockages as well, because when we're heartbroken, it all travels upward, yep. But you will. Okay, so first of all, don't have fear. It looks like this is a victory card. So, you are on the right path. You're questioning it. So, that's saying that your conscious state of mind, you are willing to do the work because you're fully just asking about it. So, and then we have this 3 of Swords. So you have gone through a lot of heartbreak that you probably have to start, working through, because it's causing you to feel kind of stuck. So there's a lot of stuck energy that you need to work through. And this Moon card and the 8 of Cups is you just have to work through this energy and start doing things that are going to start unblocking all of that. So physical exercise is the best way to do that.
I was about to suggest, Amanda, if for everybody watching, if you're not exercising, you're not doing the work. Okay, that is the best tool to get you into your lower chakral regions, the lower body, and to really start building up from Muladhara up. All right. And when I talk about exercise for self-development, I'm not talking about gardening. I'm not talking about doing anything that's escapism. Something that's going to force your mind into your body, get uncomfortable, get sweaty. If you got to go cry, go cry. If you got to go throw up, go throw up. I tell Stephanie this story all the time. There was this guy I used to practice beside in India. And every morning he would get to the same part of the practice. And he would get off his mat. He'd go in the bathroom. He'd puke. And because the bathrooms in India are marble, you can hear everything happening in the bathrooms in India. That's why we're all really close. All of us people who go to India, because you hear everything in the bathrooms. He would go into the bathroom. He would puke. He'd come back, get on his mat. And the only thing my teacher would say to him is, did you clean it up? Okay, good. On your mat. Keep going. All right. So you just have to just do it, and you start journaling your sensations and lean into that. When an uncomfortable feeling comes up, like you want to cry, or you don't avoid it. Avoiding it is what's keeping you stuck. We got to release that energy, because all that is stuck energy. We want to move it so that the body can move. So that's for everybody. All right. So did we get the question?
Yes. So Cop PDD said, you both are so interesting to listen to. Why, thank you. I've always felt a strong connection to Atlantis. What does the universe have in store for me? Thank you. All right. So Cop PDD, what does the universe have in store? All righty.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the Liz Olive Show, guys. So our friend Liz, love y'all. Love you too, Liz.
Love you, Liz.
Thanks for that, girl. Liz, when we get off of this, I'm gonna put your off of this. I'm sounding like Stephanie when I get off of this, and I'll put
She's adapting to the Yankee accent.
So the Yankee accents. I'm going to put Liz's link to her t-shirt shop on my community board, and I'll put it in the description box here. Also a link to Liz's YouTube channel, guys. So make sure you go check it out. We're going to try to schedule. I saw your text, Liz. I'll text you back when we're off. We're going to try to schedule a catch-up show with Liz soon, so she can catch you guys up on what she's been up to.
All right. So let's see. So Cop PDD, I think that's what it is. So I don't know if you're a male or a female. So I apologize if I call you he or she and I screw that up. Okay. So it actually looks like I'm getting this feel that you're going to help a lot of people that are stuck, that are not awake right now. And so this is like a taking action card, and you're going to take action to help those who have maybe not awakened yet. And I do feel like this is going to be, you might be doing this with other people that are like-minded around you, or this could just very well be that you're going to find so much fulfillment in it because you're going to be helping others. But you've been standing in your truth with this Queen of Swords energy right here. And it's because of your experience. You felt stuck a lot of your life. You've been maybe asleep for most of your life as well. Maybe you just woke up, or even if you woke up 20 years ago, at one time or another, you were there. You know that experience, and you probably went through a lot of your own battling, but you're going to help people with your own experiences going forward. So you must probably be very good with your communication skills, because the Queen of Swords is about, like, she's not only sovereign and confident and but truthful, but she's also a very good communicator. So there's something to do with communicating the truth to others that you're just really, really good at. And maybe people are not receptive to listening to you now, but they will going forward.
Awesome. All right, Rachel Dawn, $10. Thank you so much, Rachel. She says,
you, Rachel.
Hello, ladies. You two are so amazing. Thank you. Back at you, sister. You're amazing as well. It takes one to know one. She said, I am wondering if the universe has a message for me. Thank you very much. So what message does Spirit have for Rachel Dawn?
What message you have? And then I have one that Nicole sent me
that we missed. Okay.
Yep.
And once again, guys, if you're just signing on, welcome. We are very overwhelmed with so many super chats right now. You guys are amazing. I'm still just in shock. So we're going to try to get through all the super chats tonight. Please hold on the super chats for now if you just signed on, because we don't want to miss anybody. That is not our intention to ever miss anybody, especially if you're sending money, because we really appreciate that. If by chance we have to sign off and we did miss your question, we are going to go back and take the questions and do a separate video to answer all of your questions. So don't worry, but please pause for now on the super chats so that we can try to catch up a little bit and make sure everybody's getting their questions answered.
Okay, so is Rachel, you said Rachel Dawn?
Rachel Dawn.
All righty.
Rachel Dawn. Is that how you say it up here? Rachel Dawn.
Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Rachel, what I am getting here is maybe in the past or even currently, there's maybe some decisions maybe that have been made by impulse or really quick decisions where you've ended up in a situation where you've been betrayed. So this is like impulsiveness, or this could even just be just things happened really, really fast. This is a fast card, okay? And then we have the Seven of Swords energy, which is very sneaky, sly, betrayal, and it's left you very, very disappointed. So what the universe is saying to you is that I feel like this has to do with your love life. So if I'm wrong, I do apologize, but that's kind of the feel I'm getting. This is just saying you are stronger than you think. Stand your ground, because things are going to start to work its way. You do have maybe a new love coming through, or new communication with somebody that is truly, truly going to accept you and love you for who you are. But it is going to take a little bit of a tower moment. So you currently could be in some sort of relationship right now that is just not for your highest good at all. This could be with a boyfriend. This could be with you could have a relationship with a narcissistic friend, or even maybe your family is not nice.
Maybe your business too.
Or your business, yeah. But that's got to come crashing down in order to bring in this. So if it is starting to crumble, do not resist it, because you have better things that are going to go on for you going. Now I'm mixing up my words here. You have a lot better things in store for you, is what universe is saying. Don't resist the crash, okay?
That's a hard one, but don't just lean into it, girl. All right, do you want to get the one we missed first before we move on to Breeze?
So we had Melody is asking when her daughter's family will move closer to her. So what I'm going to do is the thing with, so Melody, with this question, I'm going to douse on it really quick here. But what I want you to understand is I'm channeling in the quantum. Okay, so there is a little bit of lag time between the quantum and the physical realm. So whatever I get on the board, there might be a little bit of a wiggle room, okay? So don't take it as gospel.
While you do that, I'm going to go grab something to drink. May I get you something to drink?
You can refill the water that you sprayed Florida water in with a different cup.
You don't want to drink the Florida water?
I don't want to drink the Florida water.
I don't need to
flush out the demons.
Release the Kraken.
Okay, so Melody, when is your daughter's family going to move? And I have months on my board here. So I have December, and I'm going to ask what year. So I'm getting December of 2022, so December of this year. Take it with a grain of salt. That's just the estimate that I am getting here on the board, only because, like I said, I'm kind of finicky when I ask about dates and about when things will happen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And it's at the moment now, that's the projected time, but things
yeah, so at this particular moment, that is the time that I am getting. But again, that could always change. Alrighty.
All right. So Breeze, she said, I am just waking up. Lately, I've been a little freaked out at night sleeping with my lights on. My dog is also acting weird. General reading, please. Well, thank you, Breeze, for the 777 super chat. And if you're just now waking up, welcome to the shit show, aka the Great Awakening. And we've been having weird nights too, which we'll talk about in another episode. So let's go. Ooh, she got some major arcanas here.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask Breeze why you're waking up and feeling kind of not.
She's freaked out to go to sleep at night. Sleeping with the lights on. We are too, Breeze. We've been sleeping with the light on too. I'm from a city. I'm used to it, but I'm used to having lights on.
I was picking up a card there. Let's see. Because, flying cards always happen with me. Oh, I know exactly what's happening here. All right, my dear. You have some earthbound spirits that are attached to your home. Okay, so we have the Death card, the Star card, the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. So we literally have the spirits that have passed on. They might not be aware of it. They're attached. Okay, so that's what you're feeling. You're feeling the energy. But I feel like they are not aware. So the Four of Cups is telling me they're not aware. And this is actually quite a burden for them. So what you might be able to do is you might be able to actually send them back to the light. You can tell them it's okay. They can go back to the light. They are, not living on the earth plane. They are deceased, and they can go toward the light and go back into the heavenly realms, okay, into the spiritual realm. So I'm not getting that they're evil. You're just feeling the energy of passed over spirits.
And I will say, Bree, if you're just now starting to wake up, that means you're starting to tap into more of the veil, behind the veil. So you're seeing more of the reality of what's been going on that you might not have noticed before. Don't be afraid. I joke about it all the time, don't I? Like, literally, I see ghosts since I was a kid. Don't be afraid. And just tell them to go into the light and that they can go into the light. So some of them don't know they can. All right. So, okay. So Sidham, I don't know if I'm saying your first name correct.
I think I answered that one.
With the overseers blocking me from remembering her dreams?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I answered that one.
Let's see. Amanda Tart. Thank you for the $9.99. Will my spiritual practice I'm in the process of completing end up becoming a big breakthrough for the awakening of mankind? The man who started deserves his recognition. I will tell you, just from my perspective as being a professional, I wouldn't worry so much about mankind. If you're using your spiritual practice and hoping it affects mankind, then you're practicing wrong. Okay, I would reword that and say, is your spiritual practice going to have a breakthrough for you personally? Because that's all.
It that way then.
That's all you can control is you personally. You cannot control anybody else. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
So maybe explain spiritual work briefly, because I think a lot of people think spirituality is helping mankind, and that's not the case.
That's not so everybody has their own soul contract, so you cannot, and if you're going in there with that's your ego. If you're going in there thinking what I'm going to do is change everyone and, And that when I teach, I hope to help people. I want to help people with what, Stephanie, you come in here, you say all the time, I'm using stuff you told me, I want to give you credit. What do I say? When you say that to me, I say, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
I say, don't give me credit. This is what I teach is what I've learned. Like it's for everybody. It's not for me. Don't give me credit. So when you go on embark on, like in my school in India, I'm not concerned about anybody else but myself. I can't be concerned about anybody else but myself because everybody in that room personally is going through their own tower moment every single freaking day, and it's you working on your own shadow work. When you if you're concerned about pushing everything out there to change people, then you're ignoring your own work. Does that make sense? I'm
actually showing in the cards, so I can explain in the cards if you want me to.
And when having peace and being okay within yourself, you should have peace within yourself, whether outside of you is good or bad. That's the spiritual work, is knowing that everything's all an illusion anyway. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. It's all an illusion anyway.
Okay. So this is Amanda, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Amanda, so it looks like I asked specifically, if what you're doing is going to help you go forward? So I do have the Hanged Man here, which leads me to think that you might be missing something. There's always going to be something to help you in your spiritual growth. So the spirituality is working on yourself and from within. I would be cautious that you might be using too much of the higher chakral areas because this is intuition, which then can lead to
delusion.
Yeah, delusion. And so just be very, very cautious of that. But you have opportunities to actually start activating yourself with this card as well. So take it either way. But just be very, very careful not to stay too much up in this area. You definitely have to do the groundwork.
A true spiritual teaching, a true authentic spiritual teaching won't even talk to you about intuition or any type of woo-woo stuff.
It's a secondary thing that happens.
Yes. So with the yoga practice, the first and second pada are all you are allowed to read for the first 10 years of your practice. Yeah. Teachers won't even let you read the third and fourth pada.
Yeah.
You got to get in your body.
What I feel like is you might need a teacher that is really going to hold you accountable and really, really speak the truth. So I'm getting that maybe the spiritual practice you're in right now might need to, there's something you're missing. Maybe you need to add something.
So
I'm not exactly sure.
Can I pause here for a second? Yeah. I'm just going to say this, and I don't want to make you mad, Amanda, but when I read that, the first thing my gut told me was cult. That's the first hit I got, was my gut punch was that this is cult. This is, I'm reading this as someone who's been in this practice for 15 years. That you typed sounded very much like you're being groomed to come into a cult. Does that make sense? I know that's hard to hear, but that was my original gut punch when I read your comment.
And what I'm getting in the cards is you might need to take a step back from what you're doing and reevaluate and choose another type of practice, because you really need to choose an instructor or a teacher. I would say teacher that is really, really going to hold you accountable and speak.
And is not looking for fame.
And exactly, is speaking truly, truly the truth to you, to help you to help you with your inner work. And a true teacher is not going to be warm and fuzzy. Mm-hmm. Not going to be mean, but not going to be warm and fuzzy. A true teacher, like when I do my workouts, Bryce is tough on me. Like, guys, she's not my friend during that hour at all. She's tough. She's not mean, but I know that I can't bullshit my way through it. Is what
you can't bullshit a bullshit.
No, she holds me accountable, and being my friend and then doing that is actually huge. But still, yeah, just keep in mind this is not going to be something that is going to happen quickly. Mm-hmm. This is you're a work in progress. Nope. You're always going to be doing the spiritual work. But yes, you will have a breakthrough in terms of rebirthing yourself, but you need to choose something different. It's what I'm getting here. Because I think the trajectory of what you're going, whoever's teaching you right now is teaching you through ego.
It's dangerous. The comment that I read, there's danger here. And Amanda, I want you to be safe. And please, as somebody that I can't control what you do, but as somebody who's been in this world for 15 years, there are a lot of scummy people out there. And the way you worded that makes me think you're being groomed to be in a cult. And I need you to, find your teacher. My teacher doesn't ask me anything about my life outside of my practice because it's none of his business. If I go and ask him questions about things happening in my life for guidance, he never gives me an answer. He just asks me the question back and talks in metaphors. We talk a lot about dosha diets, yes, but Ayurveda is not taught. I have to go to different classes for Ayurveda. He's not controlling what I'm eating. He doesn't even know when I go to India to study, I have to find my own apartment. He doesn't help us find apartments because it's not a cult, it's a school, right? He's not hanging out. My teacher doesn't hang out with us after class. He's never with us after. He keeps the boundary. And so you need to look at that. Is your teacher trying to be your friend? Because if he's trying to be your friend, that's a huge red flag. Normally, I would not teach a friend. This is a different situation. In my school in India, if I'm with a boyfriend or a husband or a friend, and I'm assisting in the Mysore room with my teacher, if I go near my boyfriend, my husband, my friend, that I have a personal relationship outside the shala, my teacher will yell at me and tell me to go to teach someone else. He doesn't even let you cross those boundaries. So, Amanda, I would absolutely ask you to look at different lineages, start reading the ancient scriptures to know what it is you're actually looking for in a teacher, and be very, very, look at the bite model. Be very careful you're not falling into a very toxic narcissist. Can be very charming. They can love bomb. They reel you in, and then all of a sudden you're broken. Okay. All right.
We missed one from Anne Fain.
Okay.
She donated 20, so thank you very much, Anne. How long will I be doing massage therapy? So what I'm going to ask is that if you're going, I'm going to ask if you're going to continue doing massage therapy. I don't know how I want to word this because I guess I would need it more specific. So I'm going to douse on the board. Can you hold while I douse on the board on this?
What should I ask the cards?
Ask if she is going to continue doing physical therapy for Anne Fain. Yeah. So channeling source creator. How long is Anne Fain going to be doing physical therapy?
I think something new's coming in.
So, Anne, I'm getting 3 years. I'm not sure if that resonates with you.
She's not doing
does.
it forever.
No, it just looks like this is a modality that's actually going to help you bring forth something new. There's a lot of modalities, guys, we're not even aware of. I mean, once we start hitting the fourth density, we're going to have more stuff come online here. So be very patient with yourself. Make sure you're doing your inner work like we continue to tell you to do. But eventually, this will be something that probably, I would say, ends slowly. So it might fade out because we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a little slower. You do have changes coming through in the Empress card. So what that's telling me is there's going to be something coming through that is rebirth through you. So a new opportunity, a new modality of some kind. But you doing your physical therapy is telling me you're some sort of healer. So you probably have some other type of healing modality that will come. There's going to be a breakthrough for you. There's going to be some sort of new gift that comes online for you.
I'm being told, and not to stress about it, because Stephanie's right. We don't even know what the fourth density world looks like. So there's so much coming in that we're not even aware of at this moment. So just keep living your daily life. Do what you know how to do. Do what's making you happy and helping you support yourself, and just know that change is coming. It might feel slow, but it is coming, and we just don't. I feel like whatever fourth density looks like, we can't even understand that right now within ourselves because we're just so used to living in the matrix. So just take a deep breath and know that change is coming. All right. So we have Christine Digley, Venture Realty Partners. Awesome. So if anybody needs Ventura, is that Ventura? I can't. Sorry, I need glasses. I think if that's Ventura, it's in California. So if you guys are in the area, we got a realtor here. All right, $10. Thank you so much. She said, thank you both for all you do. Where do you see me relocating to? I am in upstate New York now. Oh, I guess no, you're not in California then. Sorry about that.
Well, maybe she's going to California.
And I feel I need to go elsewhere.
What's her name?
Christine.
Who's Christina going to locate?
And again, guys, thank you again for all the super chats. Let's pause on sending us super chats for the moment because we're trying to catch up. We'll let you know if we have time to take more after we get through everything. We don't want to miss anybody. We really don't. I would feel really bad if we missed somebody.
All right, so it looks like Toronto.
Girl, you going to Canada? Well, she's close if she's in upstate New York.
Yeah, so it makes sense. So what I'll do is I'll quickly do a quick pull on that. Is she going to relocate to Toronto? Is this accurate? All right, let's see. Yeah, it's like she doesn't want to, according to the cards. It's like inner conflict, but actually, oh yeah, stressing about it. But yes, I have a strange feeling it's because of climate. I could be wrong on that, but I'm actually, if that's the case, because that would be me. If someone told me I was moving to Canada, I'd be freaking out because I hate the cold. But I actually see the earth starting to heal and everything is just going to be a nice climate. I really think all of our climates are manipulated. So that's my honest opinion, if that has anything to do with it. But yes, I do see that there's inner conflict maybe about hearing this. Maybe this might not be where you want to go now. And this might be something that you might need to surrender to going forward. But I am getting that this is a move right here, there. Again, it's a pendulum board. So if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just, you don't have to attach yourself to that, okay?
All right. So thank you guys for sending super chats without questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Super appreciate it. All right. So
I want to clear,
okay.
I'm getting a lot of text messages from our moderators. So if we do not get to a paid question tonight, I'm going to do a pre-recording of the questions that were asked. Okay. And then we will do more of these lives going forward too. So if I didn't get to your question, don't fret. Okay.
I think we'll probably go like another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, we can go another 20 minutes.
Yeah, because there's other people in this house, so we don't want to keep them trapped in other rooms while we film. So
okay, this person donated twice. Sisenich 111. Couldn't figure out the super chat. I put a question earlier. What do you see about my job?
Okay, let's ask.
Okay,
and then we'll get to Lavitha. We'll get to you next. Oh, she wants to move out of New York too. Everybody wants to leave New York. I love New York. I think New York's fantastic.
Have you ever been to upstate New York though?
No, I've never been to upstate New York. In my mind, there's nothing north of New York City because I'm from down south.
Well,
that's right now. I'm north of New York City. I'm like 7 hours from the Canada border. I've never been this close. No, maybe I've been closer to the Canada's border.
All right, so Sachin 111. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Yeah, girl. I don't know if you're a girl or not. I'm sorry. I'm bad with the names. I know you got different usernames here. So what I'm getting is that you might feel quite attached to your job or stuck at your job, but eventually you're going to just let it go. You have new beginnings coming through, a new job. That's actually saying a new job, literally. And this is a new offering coming through. Offering, okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, your job right now is not going to be your job going forward at some point.
All right. Lavitha, I hope I'm saying your name right. That's a cool name. D'Souza. I need glasses for sure, but for $19.99, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
She said again, hoping you can pull cards on if I should move out of New York and when. So.
Oh, for sure.
Girl, I hope you're a girl too. I think you're a girl. Girl, you'll go be moving out of New York for sure. That's my favorite Ace of Wands in all the tarot decks is the.
All right. Yes.
It's actually part of your soul contract.
Yeah, it is part of your soul contract. So yes. So the Ace of Wands with the Six of Swords. So that's actually moving somewhere. So yes. This might be bringing you a little bit of anxiety, and you might have some inner struggle regarding this, but you don't need to worry at all because everything will happen the way it needs to. I wouldn't stress on the time. I feel like you're honestly going to understand what time I'm getting. Just go with the flow of
trust your gut.
The creator.
Yeah,
okay.
Trust your gut.
Trust your
you
gut.
Got this.
The thing is, I'm a little iffy with times with things because again, it can be iffy. I mean, what I will do is I will definitely channel really quickly with the board and see what I get here.
And the thing with times too, like I was saying with the other question, when we get the date, the times on the board, everything's always moving and working in its own timeline. So right now, this could be the projected time, but something could happen tomorrow that changes that, right? So it's constantly moving pieces. And guys, we're only going to go for about 20 more minutes. So any super chats that we miss, we're going to collect them at the end and shoot another video to answer all the questions that we did miss.
So 6 months is what I'm getting on the board. So add or take away from that a little bit and you might get your answer there. So yeah. Good luck with that move.
And I'm seeing some people talk about how they can't afford a reading, but you're going to actually pull once you have some people that actually pay for other people to have readings each month, and you're going to be pulling names. So make sure you're over on Stephanie's channel for that because she will be pulling names each month too. And when we get to my channel, because it's 60,000 subscribers, 10,000 more, I'm going to actually be paying for a person or two to get a reading from Stephanie
so
as well.
I have donation. Well, I will be able to get donations for 4 half-hour readings. So if you want a reading with me and you haven't already been submitting your name to the drawing, what you want to do is go to my last video I did yesterday. It was a tarot video. Go into the comment section and just put the number 11 and I will add your name for the drawing, okay? And we will be drawing those names very shortly.
Perfect. All right. So we got time for a few more questions. So hold off on the super chats if you haven't gotten your question ready yet. Just again, we don't want you guys to. We will be getting to all the questions in another video. It might not be tonight. So Chris wants to know. Thank you for the $15.
Thank you very much.
Will my husband and I be moving to Tennessee soon? Also, will my nerve pain go away? Well, while she asks on Tennessee, I'm going to say nerve pain.
What's his name again?
This is Chris. I think it's a girl the way it's spelled.
Okay.
I hope you're a girl. I'm going to tell you a little something about nerve pain. You have the power to make that go away. You can't wish upon a star for that. Your nerves are telling you something. So I would suggest if you're not seeing a healer, find one because your body is always keeping the score and your body is trying to tell you something that there's something that you need to heal. And so that nerve pain's not going to go away until you actually heal it, whatever's causing it. The idea that medical stuff can just go away by somebody else's intervention is not, that's cabal thinking. That's not true. That's not the truth of our bodies.
All right. So I do have yes that you will move to Tennessee with your husband, but I do feel like it's not going to necessarily happen right away. There are some setbacks that are occurring or will occur. It's kind of like a work in progress right now. So just be patient with the process. This actually might go hand in hand with what you're going through with the nerve pain. And I've actually struggled with nerve pain most of my life, since I was 6 years old, in fact. And I've been healing myself. So if I can do it, trust me, anybody can. I was literally on the brink of using a walker at one point or another. So it does look like you're there for reasons. It's probably you're working through a lot of stuff. But it looks like there's a lot of anxiety around this, I feel like. With this Three of Swords.
Do you want to be moving to Tennessee, or is this something that's stressful for you? Because it does look very stressful. And again, she's right. That could be why you're having nerve pain, is because, and even, I mean, somebody I follow also says this, even good things can cause a stress, induce stress in our body, even exciting things. Yeah. So
it looks like maybe, you're where you're at right now because it's like subconsciously you're not ready. Yeah, it's not here yet.
That's what this is.
Yeah, it's not here yet. If you want it, you have to really get passionate about it, is what that's saying. Because that's the Ace of Cups. It can't happen, but your subconscious and your conscious kind of have to meet in the middle. You know what I mean? It has to really agree with one another. So it's kind of like it can happen, but you really have to be confident about it happening, is what I'm getting here.
All right. So that chick, I love your now we know that's a girl. $10. Thank you, that chick.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for everything that you do to wake people up to the truth. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you guys. Just a general reading, please. Hugs and have a wonderful weekend. You too, that chick. Hugs back to you, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. So she just wants a general reading.
So that chick.
That chick.
Okay.
That chick.
Lots of new beginnings happening.
It's almost like we're in a great awakening or something.
I know, like OMG.
It's exciting though.
It is
Seeing
exciting.
some of you, most of y'all spreads have been very exciting to see. I'm happy for all of us. We're all going into a fantastic new reality that we've worked for and we continue to work for.
All right. New beginnings is the general energy around this. It looks like that. So I have the Four of Swords with the Fool card. So this is like an energy that just keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. So again, it goes back to the whole butterfly concept. You're kind of in the cocoon stage of everything, but you will soon break out of that cocoon and start to fly. You do have new beginnings coming through. It does look like you had some stuff in your past that probably maybe you were dealing with a narcissist at some point. Maybe you were dealing with a lot of your own inner work, your own inner, we like to say inner demons. I don't mean literal demons, but it's the expression I'm talking about. But you've really done a lot of work on yourself with this Justice card. You've been more balanced. You've been more stable. And it's like you've done a lot with maybe these karmic ties, or you're in the works of these karmic ties, like in getting them out of your life. And if you haven't already, the cards are suggesting you should probably break away from anybody that is bringing you pain and anguish. But you do have new passionate beginnings coming your way. So that's something to be really excited for.
I got basically the same thing. So yeah, you had some, it looks like a narcissistic male that you need to break away from. And you are gonna have a tower moment, which is, I love the tower moments. That makes things really interesting. You're gonna be reunited and have some union, and it's gonna be wonderful and great. So, all right. So Mon Cherie, hello, 999. Thank you. She said, "Why are my twin flames Native American ancestors showing up with my ancestors? I see them." Well, you do share a soul with him. You are the exact same. So let me explain this again, but I get what you're saying because I know twins split a long time ago. So even though you're twin and you share the same soul, you are not the same person. Does that make sense? So like you have your own mind, you have your own thoughts, you have your own, so you have telepathy with your twin, but it's kind of creepy. Like if you really, because I'm a twin as well, so is she. So when you really think about it, it's kind of psychotic. you were like, hey, you know what'd be real fun? Let's cut our soul in half. That would be real fun. Let's just see what happens.
I don't know what the hell I was saying.
Yeah, we're psychotic. If I ever talk to my twin again, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are we thinking? This is so psychotic. So yeah, so you do share a soul though. You literally have the same soul. So before your soul split, decided to do this, you were literally in the same body, having the same past life.
So is the question,
why are his ancestors who are Native American showing up with her ancestors?
All right, let's see. Well, there's definitely a lot of, it's just part of the journey. In this particular lifetime, yeah, it's going to, well, number one, you agreed upon it. We often, once we get this concept in our minds, we're like, I agreed upon what now? But yeah, so what it's doing for you is it's strengthening you emotionally, and it's probably going to cause an ego death for him. Because what you're both doing is you're clearing up a lot of karmic stuff within that lineage, but it's going to bring you back together. Right? But you're going to have a tower moment. You might have some separation. That's part of the twin flame journey, unfortunately. But it's short-lived with the Five of Swords, so it's very temporary, and so it's just more like karmic lessons and more like it's just part of what you both agreed upon. Again, it's doing. You guys are really clearing up a lot of stuff within that lineage. Is what's happening. Yeah.
All right. We probably have time for just a couple more questions. And again, if we didn't get to your questions, we will collect them when we're done and we'll do a separate video for everyone who did not get their questions answered. So JoJo, thank you for the $10, said, love you ladies, love you too. Was the presence being I saw good or bad, and what was it? My dog was growling at the van window, so I let her out and she chased it to the bush. It came back and my BF saw it. And while you're pointing that, I'm going to say something about the whole ancestor thing. My granddad came in through one of her readings. So also the spirit realm from the last question is very different than our earthly realm. So you can expect. Oh, she wants to know that being that she's.
What's her name?
Oh, JoJo.
JoJo. I can't see the screen, guys. I'm kind of blind.
So the spirit realm, I would not even worry too much about it because they have their own little ways of doing things. Yeah, JoJo saw. If your dog was growling, that's kind of interesting because dogs typically.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they see everything and they don't typically growl if it's a good spirit.
Let's see.
Cats don't do anything. They just watch and just see what happens. So like, let's just see what happens.
That's true. All right. It's just an earthbound. It's just an earthbound spirit. I'm not getting anything evil behind it. However, it's probably, actually, I think you got a multitude of earthbound spirits in that area of your yard, your house, wherever it is. But again, it's not anything to be afraid of according to the cards. Your dog probably, honestly, was probably just frightened. I do have, my other dog's not here right now visiting my mom at the moment. And he oftentimes will growl and bark at the entities in my home. And I have nothing evil in here. They're just simple earthbound spirits.
Where Abby's not affected by him.
Abby just watches sometimes and goes, okay, I'm going to sleep now. And yeah, she's too lazy to do anything about it.
So Carol asked for $19.99. Thank you so much, Carol. With going back to the OB clinic I left last year due to regulations, quote unquote, we know what that means, be for my best good. I started my own healing functional practice, but steady money would be helpful. Thank you both so much. So it sounds like you left because of certain policies and you started your own healing clinic, but now you're thinking about going back because the money is better. So should she go back?
One more after this, what do you say?
Yeah.
This is interesting because I'm getting 2 aces, but the cards are saying otherwise.
Yeah.
The thing is,
she's gonna go walk back into narcissism because the Ace of Swords. So I see it as like a sharp tongue.
No, there's 2 aces. So there is 2 aces here, which normally would say yes. However, it's saying like what I'm getting from this is you do have that option and you can, but I don't think it's going to be for your best interest. It's like the 5 of Pentacles is like temporary painful situation. But the thing is, the situation you're in right now is going to reverse itself. Yeah, I think if you go back, you might be extremely disappointed. And I'm not sure if they would accept you back. So I don't know what that means, but I'm getting like you need to take action and do something. But maybe you need to start looking into maybe a different place. I don't know how that resonates with you. I'm getting a lot of mixed vibes with this particular reading. In fact, I don't think I've ever had such a confusing spread.
Abby's getting into my panties. Hold on.
Oh, Abby's getting into her luggage. So, yeah. My dog likes to get into people's personal belongings.
She likes my panties. Be jealous, boys. Abby likes my panties.
Oh my god!
All right, Abby, she's going back. She's going back.
Do you want to pull 3 cards for her and see what you get to
clarify
what I was getting? Because I'm very.
I kind of like
super mixed about that.
is going back to
The OB job.
the OB job for her highest good. Is it for her highest good versus where she is with her own business? Is it for her highest good spirit?
All right. I think if you do go back, you'll end up just walking right back out.
Yeah.
Is what that's saying. So maybe that's confirming what I was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah,
They'll give you the job. They'll totally give you the job back, but
you're going to end up walking away from it. It's going to cause a lot of inner conflict of what I'm getting. So, you very well could do it for a little while, but again, it's like, you're going to be like, no, I'm done with this. I can't do it anymore. So I hope that helps you. Sorry we couldn't clarify more than that.
Trust your gut, though.
Yeah.
If you're going back just because of the money, trust me, I understand about money issues, but if you're going back just because of the money, I would sit down and think of other things you can do. How does it, what I would sit down and really think about what that would feel like to go back for you. How would you feel physically inside of you? Would that, I know there are jobs I've had in the past where it literally physically hurt my body to go back into I felt depressed.
Yeah.
My life was awful.
If I went back to my job in the medical field, because I've been in that line of work, if I went back, I would. She's doing it again.
Yeah.
Apparently she's doing it again. You might need to.
It's my sweaty yoga. She likes my sports bras.
Oh my gosh, this dog. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if I were to go back, I literally would not be able to do what I'm doing first of all with this type of work. But I wouldn't be able to function. It would really physically take a toll on me and also mentally. And I might actually go into a nervous breakdown because that's how bad it was.
So have you considered, if you're doing healing modalities, have you considered opening up a YouTube channel or finding other things to do to help supplement that income? That's something to consider. What else can you do?
I had to get creative. That's why I'm doing this. Because I feel like I'm helping people by using this modality and using my spirit, my gifts that have now come online for me. But I really had to get creative. And before this, I was making jewelry.
Yeah.
So
speaking of, we are going to advertise some of your jewelry again in the next video.
So that will be an upcoming thing. Is I am going to be selling my jewelry on a live video coming soon. So
yeah, I was talking to her son the other night about washing cars. There's things you can do in the time being to supplement that income that are not going to bring your energy down, that are going to drain you, because life is precious. You can't get time back.
I don't know where you live, but this is something I also thought about. Is I have lots of farms around me. I considered possibly maybe even working in some of their shops or helping out, because I like to be out in nature. So that was something I thought about. It probably wouldn't pay too well, but it was something, you know what I mean? And keeping me busy and active and everything. I didn't have to go that route because I am doing this business and it's keeping me, for the most part, afloat. It's not getting me rich or anything by all means whatsoever, but it's at least helping me pay. I have my car payment. I have my mortgage. I have an oil bill, guys. We won't even get started with that. That's a whole other can of worms. So, I have a lot of bills I have to pay, so it's keeping me afloat with that. And putting food on the table for my family. So it's just enough to keep me going. And that's all you really need, really. You don't have to make it where you're, raking in the dough and everything.
No, not for now. Just do what you can to keep your life going for now. Make sure your happiness is not worth the destruction that a job like that could do to you.
Your health, your
happiness.
And what do you say about health? If you don't have your health, you have nothing.
You have nothing.
So,
all right, one more question, guys, from Bing Bing, $13. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, ladies, I love the lives. We're loving them too. Just a general reading, please. So let's end off. And again, I will say this probably one more time before we sign off. Any questions we did not get to, especially with super chats, after this is over, we're going to go back and collect all those questions and make a separate video, a follow-up pre-recorded video to put out for you guys, for all of you guys who have contributed to the channel, to make sure that your questions get answered.
All right. Fun. All right. I'm just clarifying the card here. All right. So it looks like, is this Bing Bing?
Yes.
What a cool name. Bing Bing. I like that. That's fun. Right. It looks like you have a lot of energy based on anxiety, worry, disappointment. And the reason I'm getting this is I have the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. I hope you guys can hear me when I hold the cards in front of me. So what this energy is saying that, just like others that I've read for tonight, it looks like you've had it rough. Like it's been a long, long road. And it's been a lot of probably disappointments and maybe betrayal in your life. And it's like everything you keep hoping and wishing for, it just like ends up a disappointment. You've been doing a lot of waiting, maybe for something to come to you. What I would say is be in the present moment with yourself. With this particular reading, make sure you're not looking too far ahead of yourself. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Be in the present moment. Work on yourself. We all need to work on ourselves. So that's not, anything, not saying anything to you, as a person or anything like that. I have to work on myself. Bryce has to work on herself. I am getting, I just want to clarify this one last card here. It does look like maybe, I'm getting maybe your love life has kind of been a little rocky. We had a Sun card, and I clarified it with the Knight of Cups. And on the bottom here, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like things are going to start to look up for you. Maybe your situation, if this is like a love life situation, you're going to find somebody that really, truly appreciates you. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying where you are now, you're only going to go the opposite direction. So if you're really in a low point right now, you're going to go all the way. Things are going to turn around for you.
That's awesome. Well, I pulled 6 cards just for a general reading. I asked the spirit world what they wanted to tell you guys as we close out the live tonight. Looks like we've got some communication coming in soon.
So it does look like, I don't know. I feel like there's a masculine that's.
This is a general for everyone.
Oh, general for everyone.
Not for me, for everyone. Or not for Bing Bing, for everyone.
Oh, okay.
So I asked Spirit, just to close this out, what does Spirit God want?
Let me get 3. I'm going to get 3 cards while you read off your own cards.
So I got the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords with the Knight, which is usually my Mr. T card, with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So a lot of communication coming in. The Sun card, so it's good communication. Looks like our intuition is going to be coming online as well. And partnerships. Coming into partnerships. So it looks pretty good to me. Let's see what Stephanie said. What Stephanie's cards say.
Well, I pulled 4 cards. I actually feel like I'm going to move this over to the side for a second. I'm going to pull 2 more. So I do feel like a lot of abundance is coming through for everybody with this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. Yes, this is abundance. Also, you can see there's a lot of this is like family, it looks like on the card. But this could be very well that people are going to be coming into more abundance and prosperity going forward. I am getting suggestion from Spirit saying that we do need to do more work on ourselves. Take the time to really take some alone time for yourself. Don't forget to nourish the body you're in. Don't forget to take that alone time. I know it's hard if we have little kids and such, but if you can take even 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day to be by yourself and really regain your composure, whether you're taking a quick little shower or even a salt bath and stuff like that, go out into the grass or whatever and just kind of allow yourself to ground yourself again, okay? Because actually that's what I did before I even did the show. I went in my studio, I lit some sage, I put light over me and just asked that source creator protect me and protect you and protect everyone else during this reading and help me stay focused and help me convey a message that is really going to resonate with those asking. And it does have a feel here too that things we've been doing, we might start to pick up new things that we're doing. So again, this goes for the collective here. So Maybe you're in a job right now that doesn't serve you, and maybe that's going to start wrapping itself up, and you're going to start to take on something new. We do have a tower here, so get ready,
That
because
could have been all those swords I got.
it does look like something might crash. We do have maybe money crash. I don't know. That's actually a good thing if that happens. We know for what the reason is for that. This could also be on a personal level. So maybe your relationship is just not good for you. It's toxic. That might have a crash to it as well. So we are going forward, but Spirit's like, yeah, I'm not telling you anything else because we have the High Priestess card.
Why would Spirit? It's all going to be a surprise.
Yeah. So this could also be stuff hidden is going to come to the surface, maybe in your own personal life. Or this is your own intuition coming online as well, because the High Priestess is about intuition as well. It's not just a negative card. Positively, it's actually a good card saying intuition is really coming online and activating. So, yeah. All right.
So once again, all the super chats that we did not get to, once we close out this live, we will be collecting all of those super chats, and we will make a separate video in the next few days to answer all of your questions, especially those that paid for super chats. Thank you so much, guys. You have no idea. We understand. Everyone struggles with money. We're in the same boat that everybody else is in. So thank you so much. We know how hard you guys work for your money, and so we appreciate every penny that is sent our way, and we will do everything we can to get all the questions answered that were not answered, even some of those in the chat that were not super chatted. We're going to go through those as well and look through those. We will be doing this again. We'll sit down and figure out a time to do this again with you guys. We had a lot of fun. I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yes, and I just want to take a quick second to thank everybody, even for, just sitting in and listening into us. Honestly, I did not think that I would even have a business. And so for you guys to actually take the time and have readings with me or ask questions tells me that, you guys do appreciate the work that I'm doing. So I also, in return, appreciate your support and everything. It means the world to me. You guys have no idea. I never thought I'd actually even get to this point on YouTube. And it's all because of you guys and your support. And also as well, Bryce has been really the one that has truly helped my channel. So thank you. And thank you to all who do support me on my channel as well.
And if you want to book a full reading with Stephanie, that link is in the description box below. And also the 3 winners, as I stated at the beginning of this episode, that won opportunity to come on our channel and present their town. Your names are all in the description box. Send me an email with the subject line town winner so we can get started on that as well with you guys. There is no scheduled video for tomorrow on my channel. I don't have anything scheduled until Monday. There might be some last minute videos put up, especially if we get to the readings.
Mm-hmm.
And so just be looking out for that. But if you don't see anything until Monday, that is why. We've got a lot going on this weekend, guys. We've got a lot of mischief up our sleeves. So,
like always.
Like always. So we're the controller's worst nightmare. So actually, I think Mr. T was the controller's worst nightmare.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, we appreciate you all so much. Thank you again to our awesome moderators.
Yes.
I want to hug. We have the most badass rockin' women out there right now that have literally been helping us keep track with all y'all's questions. So big shout out to all of our awesome moderators.
And Lindsay, Toronto, Bonnie, Natalie. Was Liz moderating or just in the chat?
She was just in the chat.
Well, thank you anyways, Liz.
Liz.
Yeah, Liz.
Not like Liz doesn't have a lot to do. She's pregnant with a toddler. So,
so did I miss anybody?
Nicole.
Nicole. Thank you, ladies, so much. Mwah, we love you. We love all of you. We're all a big family in this.
And again, just to reiterate, if you sent a super chat and we did not get to your question will be answered. We are not going to do that. We are not going to ignore you, especially if you paid. Your question will be answered.
We only have a certain amount of time to get this done.
We got to get off soon, but your question will be answered in a follow-up video. So please just hold on, and it will be put out on both of our channels with your questions answered. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We are all just walking each other home.
Yes.
Except for those who practice black magic. They can fuck off the other way.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.